Good evening, folks. Today it occurred to me that we didn't have an introductory video for our YouTube channel. We have not told you anything about us, where we're at, and the things that you can expect from our channel. So tonight I'm going to try and remedy that. We are in northwestern Missouri. We live out in the country on about 9.5 acres. We've been here at this place for 9 years. In 2013, I started working on becoming more self-reliant. I wanted to be less dependent on the world around us and able to provide for ourselves. Out of many different skills that I started learning and trying to acquire, the one that was most important to me was gardening. I decided that I needed to learn to garden like my life depended on it. If things absolutely went insane in the world, if I had the skill to grow food, I would be able to provide for my family. I spent 2 years, failure after failure, and by failure, I don't mean a complete failure. I grew a garden. I was able to harvest green beans and tomatoes. We put it up, but I was never able to grow it in the numbers that I thought that I needed to be able to do. We tried composting, we tried manure, we tried mulching, we tried all kinds of different gimmicks. We tried containers, we tried bags. They all worked, but I just wasn't able to produce the amount of food that I thought that we needed. In 2015, I learned about the Mittleider Gardening Method. I signed up for a week-long class. I went in and just absolutely absorbed the knowledge that they were given to us. What an amazing experience. And since then, I have been a Mittleider gardener. We have grown more food with the Mittleider Gardening Method in less space than I was ever able to do before. I absolutely believe in this method. I absolutely believe in all the principles behind it, and that is primarily what this channel is going to be about. Now, we're in my greenhouse today, and this greenhouse is another topic that you will see covered in future videos. This greenhouse is 20 by 45 feet long, and underneath the greenhouse we have a 95-ton heat sink, and these pipes that you see at the back are part of that heat sink system. This fall and winter of 2019, as it begins to get cold, we will for the first time be able to test this system and see how well it works or, well, doesn't work. I'm pretty confident that we're going to be able to grow hardy crops in here year-round and won't have to have any supplemental heat of any kind, such as a propane heater, a wood stove, none of that. That barrel that you see there at the other end of the greenhouse has a fan mounted to it, and that fan is going to pull heat out of the peak of the greenhouse when the sun is out during the day and heat up our heat sink. And with that, we should be able to heat the greenhouse enough that we can grow a hardy crop in here year-round. Now, our Mittleider videos, we are going to do a combination of the grow boxes that you see here and also the soil beds out in the garden. The soil beds we did almost exclusively for 3 years, and we were able to grow the same quality of garden in our soil that we are in here in this greenhouse. The grow boxes in here are filled with sand and sawdust, which has little to no nutritional value in it. Because we add all of the nutrients these plants need on a weekly basis, they are thriving and doing well. So to answer my previous question, what are you going to see on this channel? You're going to see a lot to do with the Mittleider Gardening Method, all of the things that go along with it, growing these crops vertically. pruning the secondary edibles and a lot of these plants that are in here, and how to extend or increase the amount of food that you grow with no additional space requirement. During the summer when we are really busy, for example, right now, by busy I mean the greenhouse is really growing. We've got a lot of things going on out here. There's a lot of changes on a daily basis. So during the summer, when the greenhouse and the garden are very active, we may have multiple uploads a week. In the winter, when things have calmed down, there's not a whole lot going on, we'll probably be back down to just a single video per week to show you what's going on out here in the greenhouse and how the heat sink is or is not working. All right, folks, as always, we appreciate you watching our videos. We're pretty excited about our little YouTube channel here, and we're looking forward to bringing you some fantastic content on gardening with the Mittleider Method. If you're new to the Mittleider Method, you've never heard of it before, there's a fantastic group on Facebook called the Mittleider Gardening Method. I'm a member there, and there's a lot of knowledgeable people in there. If you'd like to learn more, it's free to join up, come in, and learn about the system. We do have a playlist of different topics on the Mittleider Gardening Method, and I will put that in an iCard for everybody to see. All right, thanks for watching.